Factsverse presents. If you see a house with a green light outside, here's why you should stop and take notice. Over the last several years, social media campaigns to raise awareness have become very popular. There are many illnesses in the world that people either don't know much about or they just don't think about them. Some diseases are in the media all the time, like breast cancer and HIV and AIDS. There are walks and other events to raise awareness and funds for these diseases. Unfortunately, there are other causes that don't get this kind of attention, which is where social media comes in. It takes only a couple of people to start something to raise awareness, and then it can go viral. You might remember logging onto social media and seeing people pouring buckets of ice-cold water over their heads. You may have done it yourself. It was called the Ice Bucket Challenge, and it was initially started to raise awareness for ALS, also known as Lou Gehrig's disease. The disease is very serious. It causes the muscles in your body to stop working, and by the final stages of the disease, you are not able to use your hands, your legs, or even speak, but your mind is completely aware of what's going on. You're essentially trapped inside your own body. When everything shuts down, the individual finally passes away. Millions of people suffer from this condition. Some well-known people, like a football player Tim Green and physicist Stephen Hawking. The Ice Bucket Challenge of 2014 became so popular that in September of 2014 alone, over 17 million ALS Ice Bucket Challenge videos were shared on Facebook. Many high-profile people took place in the challenge too, including Jimmy Fallon, Lady Gaga, and Oprah Winfrey. Influential politicians also got involved. Former U.S. President George W. Bush took the challenge, and while Barack Obama, who was president at the time, was nominated, he didn't accept the challenge, but he did make a donation toward the cause, which was part of the rules. Either you do the challenge or you make a donation. Hopefully you would do both. Well, the challenge was extremely successful, and the ALS Association received over $115 million in just 8 weeks. It was huge when it came to raising funds and awareness for this neurological disease. Movember was founded in 2003 by Luke Slattery and Travis Garrone in Melbourne, Australia. They started the cause to shine a light on male cancers and mental wellness, which are often ignored by people who were not affected by the issues directly. Luke and Travis started a trend where during the month of November men would stop shaving, hence the name Movember. They would grow beards and mustaches to raise awareness for these conditions. They believed it was a great way to raise awareness because, well, it's written all over a man's face. And since its launch, Movember has really been growing. In the first year, just 30 people took part. The next year, 480 people took part in the campaign and still managed to raise $40,000 for the cause. By 2010, millions of men were growing mustaches and beards, and the campaign was very popular in 11 different countries. Many high-profile men took part in Movember, like Ryan Reynolds, Chris Hemsworth, and David Beckham. Thanks to them, even more people got involved. The campaign was also featured on the hit TV show The Office, which had characters on the show growing mustaches and talking about the campaign. The viral charity campaign #NoMakeupSelfie was started to raise awareness and funds for cancer research. It started in the UK, but soon it attracted people all over the United States as well. Many Hollywood celebrities took part in the movement. Celebrities including Beyoncé, Rihanna, Cara Delevingne, and others took selfies of themselves without any makeup on. Thanks to the campaign, millions of dollars were raised for cancer research. Following the success of the campaign, Harpal Kumar, the chief executive of cancer research in the UK, issued a statement. He said, "We have been overwhelmed by the support people have been showing through the no-makeup selfie trend. We don't receive government funding for our research. It's so phenomenal to think that the generosity of the public is enabling us to fund critical research that we didn't have the money for 6 days ago." Well, have you ever driven down the street and seen green lights outside a person's home? Outside of the Christmas holidays, of course. Well, when you look at these outside lights, you may have noticed green light bulbs rather than traditional ones. If you see a house with green lights outside, here's why you should stop and take notice. The people who are installing these light bulbs, they're not doing it for Christmas or Halloween. The campaign is called Green Light a Vet Campaign, and it was started to raise awareness of veterans and show appreciation for the sacrifices that they've made for their country. The Green Light a Vet campaign was launched on Veterans Day in 2015, And according to the Green Light a Vet Facebook page, green is the color of hope, renewal, and well-being. Green light is also a term that's used to activate a forward movement in the military. The idea is to shine the light on America's veterans, the sacrifices they made, and the help that they need. Now that we've told you, are you going to put a green light out for a vet? Tell us in the comments and subscribe for more.